Happy Mothering Sunday, the fourth Sunday of Lent, which is more than Dharma has managed to achieve. He thinks that Eid is more important. Isn't that lovely? This field, Stand up Crocs, Sillin, Bushin, Bevan Ridge, freezing top today. Imagine though the visibility in to the north, get to the north, it should be superb. We should be able to see Peckforton Castle. So happy Mother's Day, especially to the mothers who are in happy marriages, who don't cheat on their husbands, or don't go looking around to find someone else on the side. Very often it's the women who you think butter wouldn't melt in their mouths. The women you would think will pose in the lovely family photographs with the husband and the children, and you hardly see any other photos other than that. They're a cope, really. Had a nice time in Shrewsbury yesterday. Not sunny as today. In shorts again. Look at that, legs. The the public sector of the public services is law to itself and thinks it deserves special treatment. A Times radio, the Times being the Times of London being the newspaper of record, they have a radio station, Times Radio. Fair enough, nothing to do with that. And they have a producer, actually many producers. One of them is a guy called Maxie Allen. He has a partner, Rosalind Levine. They live in Boreham Wood, Hertfordshire. They have two children, two daughters in primary school, what they did. So something came up in the school. The previous head retired, and obviously need to replace. There's a private WhatsApp group for the parents, private group, not public group, private. I need to discuss all the things you probably imagine would get discussed on WhatsApp about schools, what the teachers are up to, what they've been taught, if the sponge pudding was unusually dry that day, all the minutiae of, I remember when I was a kid, the things that went on and the things that the parents used to talk about. Now it takes place on WhatsApp. So, Maxie Allen and his partner, they raised questions, and also the email questions regarding the recruitment process of the new head. They didn't think it was done in an appropriate manner, and they pushed it and kept on asking and asking and asking, and they made various comments on this private WhatsApp group. This got fed through to the school. School had a bit of a hissy fit, had an ego bruise, and called in the Rosses. This was it started in December. So in late January, 6 police turned up and arrested the mother in front of one of the children, and also took in Maxie in handcuffs. Took both of them down to the police station, held them for 8 hours, questioned them. They were released, I think, on bail. And 5 weeks later, a detective turned up and says, oh, no further action, we can't find any evidence for claims of malicious communications and causing distress and all that crap. Of course not. You're trying to hold somebody in the public sector, certainly in schools, to account for what they do, what they get up to. You're evil. So the first thing they do, get on the blower to the Rosses. They're being mean to us, That's what they did. Oh, it gets even better. The counsellor, someone called Vince, surname for Vince, county councillor, she took up the case. So she asked very similar questions, I believe, to the school, this primary school, the County Park. Her being councillor, County Park being, this primary school being under the control of the council she's a councillor on. That's accountability. That's what you elect councillors to do. They stand on the platform of, well, all these services are within my council's remit, and I hold them to account for the best delivery. Whatever else. That's what she tried to do as their councillor. She had a visit from the police, told her to back off, unless she also wanted to be treated as another suspect. Police's words, a suspect for aiding malicious communications. That's where we are. Probably no burglaries solved in the area. Car crimes, oh no. No resources. She'll just send 6 rozzers around 2 cars to pick someone up for criticising the blessed public sector and all the Karens in schools, the untouchable Karens. 84% of teachers in England and Wales in primary schools are female. The remainder are feminised and masculated men. And there's 65% female in secondary schools. So we're stuffed and boys are stuffed. So you can't criticise the public sector. You can't ask awkward questions. Just put up with whatever slop you're getting, and be grateful you're getting it at all. So shut up, peasant, if you know what's good for you. If you don't like, well, we'll call the police round to encourage you to shut up, and we'll haul you away to a cell. Take your DNA, take your fingerprints, examine your devices. You can't ask awkward questions. You can't be one of the awkward squad in wanting to get involved, wanting to know what's going on and the why. Oh no, you can't have that. Just put up with it. And if you're not worshipping the public sector, well, you have to do the gulag. We are the public sector with the country attached. It used to be just the NHS with the country attached, but now it's pretty much obviously a public sector at large with a country attached. And everyone has to sort of bow down and scrape and worship and flog themselves to death to pay for the taxes, get worse sub-services at greater cost. Oh, and they had a nice little pay rise as well, don't forget. So that's where we are in this country. The tail wags the dog. The public servants have forgotten that they are public servants. Oh, by the way, my county here, Powys, has just had a damning report into the delivery of education by the schools under their control. Council tax went up at 9%, by the way, but the delivery is just absolutely shit. And I'm wondering if the Eston report, I'm wondering if those who authored the Eston report will get arrested by police for daring to criticise. Oh no, you can't dare to criticise anything in the public sector. Oh no. So it gets worse and worse and worse. You pay more and more for it. You just put up with it. You can't ever challenge it. There's a ban out on academy schools here in Wales. So unless you can afford to send your kid to a public school, those are closing down because of the tax, the VAT. Your alternative is secondary modern slop. And be grateful you're getting that, even though it's getting worse, even though our PISA scores are... Public servants are forgetting that they are public servants. They are the servants of the public. They seem to think that they sit on these pedestals and the poor peasants below them are the ones who should be worshipping them and saying how grateful they are, whatever it is they do. It's the other way around. The power dynamic should be the other way around, where the public servants should be grateful that there is actually a fucking public that's paying their taxes, to pay for their salaries, to give them this career, and they should be doing everything they can to make sure they can give a good service, instead of screeching a hissy fit at anyone asking questions about what they're up to. You've got to get a grip, and one day a government will be elected that will just rip the whole thing apart, and they inflict quite an awful lot of pain, necessary pain, for an attitude readjustment. That's one thing that I don't know if there'll be a future reforming government will have to do, is to enforce a very severe attitude adjustment on the public sector, and also not necessarily the unions. That won't happen for a while though.